Welcome to an episode of the Game Winner Pod. I'm your host, Malique. That's AJ. A lot to talk about today. We're going to talk basketball a lot, really. OKC, Philadelphia 76ers. No, we're just going to get into a lot today. How you feeling today, my boy?
Feeling good, bro. How about you?
Been good. Long week. Let's get into it, though. So we're going to start off with first question or first topic. OKC played Minnesota yesterday and suffered a terrible loss, a loss that I've told you why I don't believe in them. You up 121-105 with like 3 minutes left in the game, and you find a way to lose that game. Like Shea went for 39, 10, and 8, and in that game they switched their defense to like a high 2-2-1, something it was a zone defense, and them three that they was getting and making early in the game, they won't hit in the end.
Right.
That's what came down to it. So, um, like I said, they was in a dogfight with a team that didn't even have a best player, Ant-Man. Like he was on the bench, just on the bench because they was coming back without him. So that's my take. What was your take on this game and what'd you see?
Yeah, it's the same thing that you said. Um, it was just shocking how they weren't making their threes at the end of the game. That really just messed them up. I feel like they should have probably drove more instead of trying to just keep shooting up threes after they weren't making about two or three in a row. There was a time when the commentator said, uh, like they was making them the first three quarters, and then when they started missing like three, four, five in a row. Like that's what really got them back in the game. Like that high 2-2-1 they started to run, got Shane the bind. He had to end up start passing it to other people, and they just weren't making no shots. And I mean, you had two rookies, Terrence Shannon and Rob Dillingham, just leading the way for them to come back. Jaden McDaniels played good for them to come back. Nas Reed. Um, I mean, I was just surprised how OKC really let a 16-point lead slip in 3 minutes of the game. That's just not like them. Um, but I personally feel like it's bigger than that. Like, I know people want to say they're not ready because of that, or they want to say the door is opening for other teams in the West because of that. I personally feel like losing, they only lost 11 games. I know they're young. I know that situation shouldn't have happened, but it's like I feel like they're due for one. I feel like they're due for a couple. Like it's like how they had in the NBA in the Cup Finals. Like they weren't making their shots. It was good looks, but they just weren't making them. It's like this. Like they had open threes. Oh, go ahead.
They do for a game like that.
Not, I mean, in a regular season, like they only lost 11 games. Like they only lost 11 games. Also, no Chet, no Hardenstein. I understand that it shouldn't have happened regardless, but like 11 games, they're 46 and 11. Like nobody's perfect. Like how what are we supposed to have them go? Like I know people want to get them, I know people want to see them get to 70. I mean, it would be nice, but it's like it's a regular season game. Both teams had injuries on both sides. And I'm not justifying that's why they should have lost because there's no way in hell they should have lost that game. But it's like I'm still a believer in them making it to the Western Conference Finals or the finals. I'm not believing in that young stuff. I'm not believing in I believe in they can have a couple games like this to prove like people have bad shooting slumps. I mean it happens. Teams gonna have bad shooting slumps. They don't have a lot of them. So when they have one, it's like, oh, they're not ready. They're not ready. I mean, after a couple shooting, I've only seen two. Not realistically, I only see two games when they didn't shoot the ball very well. I mean,
121-105 with 3 minutes left in the game.
I understand that, but it's like, come on, like nobody's
Hartenstein was
perfect.
out the game. Hartenstein was out the game.
Yeah, Hurst out the game. No, Anthony Edwards was out the game. I understand that, but the way they was playing defense and the way they weren't making shots, I mean, it was just like, I mean, what can you really do? You're going to shoot threes wide open if you got the opportunity. You're not going to give up a three. I mean, I would say, like I said, probably maybe pull up for the midi, attack the rim more, but it's like they're a three-point shooting team. Like if you're making shots in the first three quarters and you got wide open threes in the fourth quarter, I mean, why would you not shoot them? You ain't gonna know if you miss 100% shots you don't make. So, I mean, you don't shoot. So I didn't expect them to not shoot the ball.
Bro. You gotta attack the rim there, bro.
Yeah, and understandable, and that goes for coaching. That goes for them understanding what the situation is. That goes for a lot of things. I mean, I just feel like they don't have a lot of bad games, and for them to have a bad game, for them to have a bad games like this is like in the last 3 minutes of the fourth quarter when they did good the first three quarters all the way up until in 9 minutes into the fourth. We're gonna talk about, oh, they're not ready. The door's opening up. I mean, I personally feel like the only team I feel like that could really stop them in the 7 game series is the Lakers. And I stand on that.
Bro, they gonna stop themselves, bro. Shea not gonna stop himself. Shea had 40, 10, and 8 yesterday. He not gonna stop himself.
He's
The-
not gonna stop himself. I don't think Jalen Williams is gonna stop himself. I don't think Chet's gonna stop himself.
I
I don't
don't,
think Wiggins is gonna stop himself.
I don't know,
And
bro. I think them other guys in a high pressure moment, I don't know if they ready. I think
uh,
Shea, I don't know if the other guys ready yet.
they made it to the Western Conference semifinals last year in a situation where they wasn't even supposed to be in. Nobody had them being number one in the West. Nobody had that. Nobody talked about that. Did you last year?
The semifinals, they couldn't have made the semifinals last year.
They made it to the Western Conference semifinals
You said
last
no
year.
one, you said no one expected them to be there.
You expected that?
The semis, yeah, bro. What? They played the Pelicans in
No,
the first round.
no, no. From the beginning of the year.
Bro, when they became the number one seed in the West, I'm like, bro,
That's when the season started.
I thought they'd be better, yes. Because you
Oh
you told me
my.
about that 2 years ago, that game when they played the Celtics and with no Shea, and I'm like, Celtics gonna beat their ass, and they end up beating Celtics ass. Remember that? You were like, I told you, bro. I told you they nice, they nice.
I've been to OKC was nice, but did we expect them to be number one seed last year? Yes or no?
Okay, no, not number one seed.
Oh, okay, okay.
But I knew
That's
they'd be better from 2 years ago.
I knew this was gonna be better too. I thought playoffs playing. I did not because they made the play in the year before. I did not
Yes.
expect them to be number one seed this year. Did you expect them to be 46 and 11?
After
No.
last year,
After last year happened, did you expect them to be 46 and 11 this year?
okay, so what was the record last year? What, 57 and 25, something like
Like
that?
54 and 27.
All right, so they was number one seed, right?
Yeah.
And then they added Hartenstein, they added Caruso. Yeah, bro, I expect them to be number one seed.
No, no, you didn't. No, you didn't. I
I
don't think
expect them to be number one seed this
I
year.
can put I can put money, my life on everybody I love. If no, if I can get one person in the beginning of the year, if I can look at one thing to say, a what video to say that somebody knew that it was going to be this nice this year, like that's crazy, bro. I don't think nobody
Bro,
expected
they
them to be
got better. They got Hartenstein, they got bigger. They got
they.
Caruso, they got better on defense. They was already good on defense.
Where did
Like,
that come from?
hmm?
Where did that come from? Experience.
Yeah, what you mean?
What I'm getting at is they made a Western Conference Finals semifinals last year.
Yeah.
You're telling me at 46 and 11, the number one team in the West right now, they're looking unstoppable. After I understand they had a game like this, I understand they had a game against the Bucks like that. You telling me you still think they're not ready? You
Dallas,
telling me they're not ready
Dallas can beat
to
them.
make the West, to at least make Western Conference Finals or the finals?
Dallas can beat them. LA can beat them.
I don't see Dallas beating them.
I think, hold on. Dallas, LA, shoot. Denver.
I don't see it.
Don't let the Warriors get hot because they didn't shown they can beat them.
We're talking about the Warriors.
Yeah, the Warriors. But Jimmy Butler, the way they playing, yeah. Championship medal too? Yeah.
They got better with Jimmy Butler, but I personally, the only team I feel comfortable that I can say that can beat them is the Lakers right now, and that still be hard.
Bro, let the Mavericks get healthy with Anthony Davis and Derek Lively and Gafford. I'm like, all right, bro.
I mean, they can get healthy all they want. I know AD is unstoppable. He back at the four. I mean, I know they still got Kyrie and shit, but it's like OKC is number one defensively in every single category. They got
Bro,
Shea, unstoppable. I know they have a game like that where they let up a 16-point lead against a team without no Anthony Edwards on the court, but they're not gonna do that every time. That's once in a blue moon. Like we didn't even expect that to even happen. We expect them to still like to still blow them out. Like that doesn't happen all the time, bro. I mean,
If Dallas had Anthony Davis with Gafford and Lively to start the year this year, they would have been number one defensively in everything. Telling you that right now. They would.
maybe maybe number two. You got, bro. Do you understand? I know you see everybody on the OKC Thunder has defense, bro. Everybody on the
Game versus the
everybody on the
Rockets.
Bears do not have defense. Like we just gonna
Who?
put that
Who? No, I didn't hear you. I didn't hear you. I didn't hear you. Say it again. I didn't hear you. I didn't hear you.
from Shea
Mhm.
to Caruso
Yeah.
to Isaiah Joe. Bro, they got about three, four different number one defensive players that you can have on another team, bro. You telling me the Mavs got that besides Gafford, AD, and Lively? Who else they got?
Najee Marshall's a good defender.
Okay, Najee Marshall,
Walker's a good
he's
defender.
up and coming, but we got people that actually is defensively known in the league.
Oh, I watched that Rockets game when AD was healthy. They could not score.
And I watch OKC blow out every team in the league.
So what happened yesterday?
Shit happen. I mean, stuff
No,
happens, bro.
bro.
You can have a
Not
bad
like
game.
that. Not like that.
So if the Mavs did that with AD, we're gonna talk about that. They're
Yeah,
not
it's a
ready.
bad, bro. That's a horrible loss,
It's a regular season game, bro. They're 57 games in. Are you telling me? You really telling me that? 82
bro.
game season?
Bro, but this team don't got respect like you think they do.
Okay, that's fine.
Then
That's
you
all
do
opinion
that.
based. Okay, that's opinion based because we can go off of. I've seen them blow up teams. I've seen them blow out the best teams. I didn't see them blow out the number one team, Cavs, the next time they played them. The first time they lost by 7. I didn't see them blow them out with everybody playing. I didn't see them beat the Boston Celtics by like double digits. I mean, it's like, you know what I'm saying? These were in the Celtics won the championship last year. People think the Cavs are going to the finals this year. So it's like we're talking about the Timberwolves, bro. The Timberwolves that's in a plan that might not even make it to the playoffs if they even lucky. We're talking about Dallas, who just got AD, but we didn't see one game with him. Can we just watch a couple more games? I'm not saying AD's not gonna be bad, but can we just watch a couple more games? I personally feel like the only team I think that OKC should be scared of is the Lakers. And if that's only because the way Luka and LeBron James. If anybody else, I don't know. And I'm here to say that.
Hey, bro, we got a lot more games left to see. I'm with you on Luka and LeBron, but like I said, they too young to me. I think they like I think they like 2 years away. Shay like what 26 right now. I think
Two
they like
years?
28 and J-Dub and Chet get some more years of experience. Then that's when I think they'll be that. Right now, I don't know. Because
Hold
Chet
on.
hasn't even played in the playoffs yet. Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. He played last year. That was his first year in the playoffs. That was Chet and J-Dub's first year in the playoffs.
Yeah, besides the playing game.
I don't count that shit, bro.
Is that not playoffs?
No, it's a play in. That's the play in. It's a literal term to play in. They didn't make the playoffs. They lost in the playing game.
So my thing is that so is the Western Conference semis last year not experience?
Yeah, it was a first time.
And what seed was they?
Number one.
And what they about to be this year?
Number one. So
So they are not ready?
no, it's regular season, man. It's regular season. Yeah, regular season, they doing their thing. Shea gonna do his thing in the playoffs. I don't know about the rest of them. I don't know. You were saying the same stuff last year. You thought it was
I
gonna be
s-
Dallas, and they lost in six. And
I
I told you,
did thought they was gonna be Dallas. And I also seen that bullshit ass call they caught on Shade on PJ Washington, which could have led it to a game 7.
yeah, bro.
I
What
swear.
about Jalen Williams and Chet being no shows in some of those
Okay,
games, bro?
okay, okay. That was their first time in the playoffs, bro. I
Exactly.
mean, they didn't have time in this playoffs. They didn't went to the playoffs twice before that. He
Exactly.
had
That's how I know. I know Shea gonna do his thing. I don't know J-Dub, Chet, Aaron Wiggins, Case and Wallace. You think is gonna do that? I don't know that yet, bro. Not them. Not this year. I don't know.
I just can't believe we thinking Dallas can compete with the Nuggets. It's kind of crazy.
Bro, with a healthy AD at the AD's at the four now, bro.
Cool.
All bets are
Cool.
off.
80 at the four. He can average 30 all he wants. That team is nothing, bro. I don't see that team doing nothing. I'm sorry, I just don't see it. But that's a topic we got to see the rest of the regular season. That's a topic for another day, I guess. But I don't see nothing.
You don't see them doing nothing. It's crazy. That's all
I
good.
don't
Hey, we gonna get to the next question.
see-
So no, we all we obviously talked about Luka and the Lakers and the threat that they are to OKC. So let me ask you, how big do you feel like Luka's impact has been on the Lakers at this point and also going forward?
Oh, I mean, what I seen last game, we beat the Nuggets. I mean, the first time we beat the Nuggets in a while.
Yeah.
I actually think if Luka does what he's supposed to do every game and LeBron does the same thing, I don't think nobody's beating us. I mean, I personally feel like that's you have Luka as your number one option, LeBron James your number two, and also Reeves as your number three. That's probably the best three options that you gonna have on any different on any type of squad. I mean, that's better than OKC guy. I mean, LeBron is your number two option. I mean, you can't really. And I hope they keep playing like that, which I feel like since we beat the Nuggets by 23 points, who we haven't beaten in the playoffs the past 2 years, I feel like that should keep going. I mean, I think the sky's the limit. That's why I say the only the if it's not Western Conference Finals or the finals, this year's a bust. Simple as that. And I think that's the only way that Luka's gonna return. Cause I mean, you gotta understand, like LeBron's coming back next year for sure, probably. But it's like if we do that with no center, with Jackson Hayes at center, the way we played last game, the sky's the limit.
Wait a second, bro. You said if we don't make the West Finals or Finals, this year's a bust.
It's a bust, bro. It's a bust, bro. I'm sorry. We Luka Don is your number one, LeBron James your number two option. Like, you know how crazy that sounds? That sounds crazy even coming out of my mouth. LeBron James, your number two option, bro. That's the best option. That's the best number two option in probably history of basketball.
So if they play the Thunder with Chet, who guarding Chet?
Well, Rui be on check, right? He the four right now, right?
And that's a good matchup. You like that matchup, huh?
I mean, I like I'll put
Yeah.
Braun mode, but you ain't stopping Shea, bro. You're not stopping Luca. Shea's not stopping Luca. Luca's not stopping Shea. You're not stopping Jay. You're not stopping Jalen Williams for real. Also, Reeves can stop himself. You're not stopping LeBron James. Um, Chet Chet can probably give you 10, 15 inconsistent 10, 15, 20. Jackson Hayes, Hardenstein. I feel like that kind of evens out a little bit. Hardenstein is a good floater. He got a good floater and stuff, but I think
Hardenstein's
Jackson
better than
Hayes,
Jackson Hayes, gang. Come on now, bro.
huh?
He's better than
Hardenstein,
Hayes.
he is better than Jackson Hayes, bro. But I'm looking at it as a standpoint, like I think that'll be a good series.
Mhm.
I don't know who will actually win that. I think that's,
Well,
but what I'm thinking of is like I'm saying for general Lakers. Who in the West should beat them?
I feel like the only downfall would be the front court.
But you just beat the Nuggets. Who was on a 9-game winning streak?
Yeah, but bro, the Nuggets, the thing is, I feel like with the Nuggets, we actually match up pretty well against them now. Now that we got Luka, I feel like we match up well against them.
Well, let's be realistic. We matched up with good with them 2 years in a row. We was up every single game.
Did we though? Did we?
With AD at the five,
Yeah,
how
that's it.
many times did we lead the game, bro? Every in the past 2 years, we got swept the first year. We got lost in 5 games last year. How many times did we lead the game? Damn near every single game with AD at the five.
He shouldn't have been at the five. That's the
No,
problem.
no, no, no. He shouldn't have. But we can say our team is better now without AD, with Luka on the team. So I mean, we just beat them by 23 points.
I'm saying like. I'm saying like, okay, not necessarily Denver, but I feel like if we put a team like the Mavericks with a healthy,
What's the Mavericks? I mean, I'm not.
with a
I'm
healthy
sorry.
AD and
People,
Lively,
y'all can criticize me, y'all can hate me all you want, but I don't see nothing with the Mavericks. What do y'all see?
who is guarding AD in that series? Because they gonna protect the
Who's going LeBron? Who's going Luka?
they gonna protect the rim. I'll tell you that right now.
Who's
They
going LeBron?
they gonna protect the rim. That's my answer.
I understand. They're gonna protect the rim with LeBron James on the court. They're gonna protect the rim with Luka on the court. What?
Rim. I just know they're gonna protect the rim.
But you do
They
know
got PJ Washington at the three now.
guarding who? LeBron James?
Probably him or Rui.
And you think he can guard them?
He can guard Rui.
But he guard LeBron James.
Man, no one can guard LeBron, bro.
Who gonna guard Luka? Don't say Najee Marshall. I'm gonna lose my mind.
No, no one. That's the thing,
You
though,
just we just talking about AD though.
bro. Well, first off, to answer the question, Luka's impact, I feel like is going. I feel like his impact is going to show more as the years go on. I don't know about this year because I feel like we needed that Mark Williams kind of center. I feel like we needed that. Not getting that, I feel like it hurt us. I ain't gonna lie to you. I feel like it did. We played great versus the Nuggets. We also had four guys that went for 20 plus in that game. That's not gonna happen every game. I
Oh
don't
no,
even think
no,
that's gonna happen again this year.
probably won't.
You probably won't. You feel me? So Rui, Austin Reeves, Luka, and LeBron all shot very, very well. That might not happen again. You know what I'm saying? So there's that factor. I just feel like we are very thin on the front line this year. So I feel like he'll play well, Luka, but I don't know if I can see a scenario where we play a big team and they might just beat us because we just physically can't handle it. Like we have Vando, Finney Smith, Gabe Vincent. We got guys that can guard the perimeter. When it comes to the interior, that's where you kind of get me because it's like LeBron at his apex was a great defender. If we had 30-year-old LeBron, I wouldn't even be saying this right now. But we got a 40-year-old LeBron who's not really trying to play defense like that no more. Like he'll play defense, but you can't really rely on him to play that way for a full game, let alone playoff game. So we're
Right.
going to have to outscore teams. And we outscored the Nuggets. Like, you got to realize Jamal Murray hit 6 threes in that game. Westbrook gave you 17. I think he had like three threes in that game. Jokic, he didn't shoot the ball a lot, but he had a triple double. I believe Aaron Gordon shot the ball very well that game. Like they scored. We
And how
just
many points we held him
scored.
to?
Huh?
How many points we held him to? 100.
Yeah, 100 something. Yeah. We
100, 100 something? 100.
it was 100 on the dot.
100 on the dot, 123 to 100, right? So
Yeah. That's what I'm saying though. Like, you're like
is
where you
that,
got
is that
20
not a good,
from Aaron
is that a
Gordon.
good defensive game?
That game, yes, but we're talking about a 7 game series, bro. Are we gonna rely on Rui to go 7 for 12 from the field, 4 for 9 from three in a 7 game series every game?
Always saying that he can't do it.
No, he can't do that. Well,
He can't keep,
consistently, no. He would have been doing it.
no, not consistently.
Yeah, I mean, Austin Reeves, he gave you 23 and 7, 7 for 13, 4 for 7 from three. He's not doing that every night.
So, okay, let me ask you this then.
LeBron
Since,
and Luka are
okay,
the only ones that I think can do it consistently. And we barely got bench points for real. We got some, but like we got more defensive guys coming off our bench than offensive guys.
yeah, we do. We do. So, me and you both think Luka can make a good impact for us the
Yeah.
way he plays. Not everybody's going to, not four of them is going to score 20 again, probably versus for the rest of the year. We agreed on that. So, but I'm gonna ask you this. What team do you think can legitimately beat us in a 7 game series in the playoffs
At our
It-
best,
at our best?
nobody.
That's all I gotta say.
We're not going to play at our best every game.
How do you know that?
And LeBron, I think, are going to play at their best. I can't say the same for if you told me Rui Hachimura is going to average 20 for four straight playoff series or three straight, and let's say in the finals he gives us 15, I say yeah. If Austin Reeves is going to give us 20 plus a night for 3 rounds in the playoffs, 4 rounds in the playoffs, I say yeah.
I think Australians can do that though.
But bro, you gotta think about it, bro. Now that Luka's on the team, he's not gonna get the shots that he was normally getting now. He's not gonna get the touches. Luka is gonna command probably half of his touches. He had 23 that a couple nights ago. He took 13 shots. He didn't take that many shots. So he had
Right.
to be efficient. Like he had to be efficient. Like now
Um,
on this team with Luka and LeBron, you have to be efficient if you're gonna put up points. Because if you're not, you're gonna look like Gabe Vincent, 3 points, 1 for 4.
right.
Like without Luka, yeah, Reeves can have a bad shooting night and still give you 20 because he's getting the volume of shots up. Now you got Luka on the floor. It's gonna be tough for him and Rui to put up 20 plus because they're not getting looks like they getting looks, but you gotta think about it, bro. You're playing with Luka and LeBron.
Yeah, so it's my efficiency at this point. The shot you put up, you got to make.
And do you trust Reeves and Rui to be efficient for 4 straight playoff series consistently? I'm not saying they can't do it. I'm talking consistently.
No, I don't believe in them consistently. But we beat them by 23. I think what should happen is all we need to do is win. We could have won. We could have beat them by 5. That would have took away some points from Reeves, and that would took away some points from Rui. They don't have to. Four of them don't have to get 20 again for us to really win, bro. I mean, we beat them by 23 points. I mean, that's kind of crazy. We could have won by 5, 10 points. Winning the game is what the key is.
I feel like that would have made me more believable because it would have been a dogfight. This was a good night. Literally everyone had a good night. I can't rely on our team to have that kind of night every night. Cause it's not.
Yeah, yeah. I don't believe in that either, but I feel like we can. I feel like if we start on the defensive end and people start and Luka and LeBron make shots at a good rate, and we have people, Austin Reeves and Rui, that make shots when they get the ball, then I think we yeah, like you said, we could be straight.
Like I said, it's just that front line game. LeBron's not trying to play defense like that no more, especially not on that block. Like you get a big body down in there, just bang, bang. Because I mean, they ain't we traded for Alex Lynn. We're not even playing him.
I know that's what I'm saying. That's kind of crazy.
We, we got that Jemison guy. He like 6'10". He barely get ticked. So I mean, this small ball lineup is kind of working right now. I'm guessing, but I'm sorry, bro. If we play a team like the Mavericks, or I know you don't like them, but if we play them, or if we play a team like the Grizzlies, where you got Jaren Jackson and Zach Edey, or a team like I'm gonna even put Denver back in there because that was just one game. OKC with Chet and Hartenstein, like Houston with Jabari Smith and Şengün, big bodies. Our lineup at the end of games is Luka, LeBron, Finney Smith, Reeves, and Rui.
Yeah, no center.
No center. You telling me that's gonna win us something?
It depends how, well, like you said, it depends on, we have to be scoring. Like, yeah, our offense got to outweigh our defense at that point. If we're scoring, it can, oh, that's the only way that can happen. If not, then we're cooked.
That's all I'm saying, bro. I'm with you though. Like I think at our best, no one can beat us.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I feel like.
I'm talking no one on the West or East Coast.
No, that's a fact. Should be champions at that point. But let's see how the rest of the season go.
Yeah. Yeah, and that brings me to our speaking of the East Coast, our third question. So based on everything that's been going on this past year, well, this year, this season, do you feel like Philly is done? Do you feel like they should start tanking, sit and be down? He's talking about getting surgery. Paul George has probably the worst contract in the NBA right now. Maxey is really the only bright spot. And if you rely on him to just win you games solely, then you're not gonna go very far. Um, they made a lot of moves too. So what do you think they should do? Because it's bad out there.
Yeah, first, yeah, just shut Embiid down. Shut him down for the rest of the season. Let him get a surgery. Let him figure out what he need to do for that knee so he can get back to the MVP place that he was beforehand. And with Paul George, that's a mental thing with him. I mean, I can't really say much about George. We expected a lot more. That situation is probably gonna be a little bit different because it's not I mean I heard that he was playing through some injuries, but I feel like if you playing through injuries, bro, you still need to play at the same level you always play at. Like they didn't give you 4 years, 200 something $million for no reason. Like that's a whole different type of situation. I feel like definitely shut down Embiid, make sure he's straight for next year, let Maxey keep cooking. And to be honest, me personally, if you're gonna snub Maxey on the All-Star, he ain't, let's be realistic, he probably won't make an All-NBA, he probably won't win no awards this year. What I think what should really happen is you should get to a point where Maxey need to sit down, like maybe around 70, 75, just cut it. Paul George too. I think if Paul George playing through injuries, get him healthy. Honestly, I mean, what's the point of you trying to delay things and try to keep playing and try to keep struggling when you ain't they're 20 and 36. Like I don't really see them going on no type of win streak. Uh I don't I'm getting tired of seeing Paul George not playing at his best because of whatever he's going through. Um I think what they should do is get Paul George healthy, get Embiid healthy, let Maxey just cook until maybe, like I said, around 70, 75 games, shut him down and
Yeah.
just ride with your role players. Cause I mean, that only makes the role players better. That way, next year you got the right players around them, but there's no point to really keep struggling. I mean, that just makes it more embarrassing.
Right. Yeah, no, I'm with you. No, I'm with you. You gotta sit and be down. Like if I'm the Sixers, I wouldn't have him be play another game. Like sit him down now, let him get the surgery, whatever, so that way come next season, he's fully fine, no minutes restriction, playing back to backs, all that. I'm sitting Paul George down because clearly, like his head just wasn't in it. I feel like there's no way you have a game against the Brooklyn Nets. No person on the Nets can guard you. No Tyrese Maxey, no Joel Embiid, and you give us 2 points. Like, like I watched that game. I'm like, bro, like he doesn't look into it. He just don't. I think something's going on with him. So
That's it. I heard there was something wrong with his pinky. Like he's playing through an injury with his pinky. Like I think like it's straining his pinky or something like that. I think he's going through injuries. He's trying to keep playing, which that's what I'm saying. Like you said, you might as well, if he's dealing with something too, shut him down. Cause I mean, I don't know if it's that or mental, but he's just not looking the same. All you needed was Paul George from the Clippers last year and Embiid in a healthy Embiid, and you could be in the top two, top three in the East.
yeah.
Shit, I would give them best team in the East because you Maxey, the way he's playing, Embiid and Paul George. I mean, you got Kelly Oubre, who's not a bad role player, and you got who else? Who's they for?
Um, I will look it up right now.
Shit, really, it don't really matter who they for is. Maxey Embiid, Maxey Embiid, Paul George, and Kelly Oubre is really all you need with a good role players like Justin Edwards is making a name for himself coming off the bench. Um,
Yeah.
I mean, you got other players too. It's like it's just not a good look right now, and it falls back on the whole thing. Paul George is making his case look worse. If I'm Paul George, I'm thinking about sitting my damn self. Like just let me get healthy too, because it's like. It just don't make sense. You're making yourself you're straining your injuries even more when you know you're not winning nothing this year. You ain't even gonna make a plan.
Hey, bro, Luka is crazy, bro. That man just
Yeah,
that
I
like
really need to watch this game, but
that
it's
man just like a step back three, like deep on the wing. Two defenders right here, just at the shot clock buzzer beater. He just threw it up and just went in. But no, I'm with you though. I'm with like I said, you're not going nowhere this year, and it's crazy because I think I said this on like an episode, well, like 2, 3 weeks ago. I was like, or 4 weeks ago. I said I feel like the 76ers aren't going anywhere this year. Like I feel like it's not a hot take to say they won't make the playoffs. And at the rate they're going, they won't. They're not making the play-in, no playoffs, none of that. So yeah, sit them both down, bro. It's time. Just packing in for next year. Try to get a good draft pick to help out with this team and go from there. But let's get to the last topic of the day. Pistons. They're on a 7 game win streak, and I saw a stat this is the longest win streak the Pistons have had in a decade. I think the last time they had 7 wins in a row was 2014-15. So, and in the previous show on this pod, I told you, I said I felt like them getting Tobias, them getting Beasley, Tim Hardaway, they were so bad that getting mid-level role players that are decent, they don't got to be good, just decent, they'd be a better team. That's how bad they were. And you see how they're playing now. Asar Thompson, I told you, I think him and his brother can be franchise players. So, what do you think of the Pistons, bro? They have resurrected that franchise. What do you think about it?
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, at first, I was kind of skeptical on the Pistons just because, I mean, they had veteran role players, but it was just I was looking at more of like a reputation type thing. They haven't been good for years,
Yeah.
but the way Cade Cunningham is playing, I like how Jalen Duren's playing. I think they got good chemistry. Malik Beasley come off the bench, giving about 3, 4 threes a game. Um, Tobias Harris getting about 10, 15 a game.
Yep.
I think, I mean, they're looking good. They being the teams that I never thought they would be. I never thought they'd be on a 7 game win streak. Um, they only gonna go as far as Kate Cunningham to take them though, because this is all NBA year for him. If he has any bad games, you ain't winning. I mean, it's simple as that. He's averaging 25, 9, and 6 or 5. Like, you only gonna go as far as what Katie Cunningham will get you. So as long as they keep doing that, then I think they'll be fine. Now, their ceiling for me this year, though, I'll give them depends where they play in the first round. I can't really say nothing more than that. Maybe Eastern Conference semis, depending on I like Asar Thompson, but I can't really give them no further than that.
So look, if the playoffs was to start today, they'd play the Knicks.
I don't like that matchup.
Okay.
I mean, just tell me if I'm wrong. You like the Pistons over the Knicks?
Nah, I think they like a year or two away, but I like where they're going though. They can be a team that can do serious damage in the East. Asar and Amen Thompson, bro. Those two right there are like, mm,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Asar Thompson, man, the twins, they doing something special. That left hand poster dunk he had the other day, that was kind of crazy.
defensive
Um,
menaces, defensive menaces
Defense,
on the
they
court.
both can give you a triple double.
Yeah,
Um, I like the ceiling for the Pistons. I think they need to keep that team together. Um, I just, I just think the way they're going now, they're a really good team. They're up and coming team, but their ceiling is definitely probably first round.
that's fine. And that's fine, but it was what 2-26 last year.
Yeah, exactly. Like they're better. Like that's what I'm saying. It's all about progression. Like their coach is good. Their coach is doing good for them. It's all about progression. Like you can't expect nothing more than what they're doing now. I mean, it's better than what we expected. I mean, you expected a little bit better, but it's better than what I expected.
I mean, yeah, like that's my thing, bro. Like you can't. They started off that bad, bro. I'm like, bro, it's really only up from there. Like, you can't get worse than what they were. You can't get worse than what they were. Like they had like a 20-something game losing streak. I think they set the record for the most games lost in history, I think. So, um, I definitely I'm like what I'm saying from them. If they go in the first round and lose, I wouldn't be mad at that because no one really thought you should be the sixth seed right now and going into March. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't even expect this. I expected probably playing. I thought they'd be around 500. They not even into playing. They like above that. So No, I'm proud of them. Like I'm looking forward to see what they do though. I think they could be a team to be reckoned with, um, like years to come because that team is very young. But last question, and then and this is gonna be it for the video. With the way they playing right now, do you feel like they should try to trade Ivy? I never really liked that lineup of 2 point guards. I mean, Ivy, they got Ivy playing too, but personally, I feel like he's more of a point guard. Uh,
Who they got starting who they got starting in his position while he's gone?
they got Hardaway starting. It's I'll tell you what the full lineup is. It's it goes Cunningham, Hardaway, Duran, Harris, Thompson.
I ain't gonna lie, I kind of like Jaden Ivey with them. I mean,
My
uh,
thing is this though, Ivy needs the ball in his hands, right?
yeah, but I think he realized who their number one option is.
Right. But they kind of play, he's not no catch and shoot spot up player. Like I feel like Cade is better with a guy like Tim Hardaway and Beasley because they don't need the ball. They spot up guys. Ivy kind of needs the rock. Like he kind of do, bro. You know how he play. You see
Yeah, I mean,
honestly,
for
the
sure.
ball. He needs the rock, bro.
So I mean,
Huh?
maybe him coming off the bench.
Nah, bro. Nah, he's a starter.
I
He's,
mean, but you got, I mean, what's his ceiling to you?
he could be like a job.
You think he could be an all NBA type player?
Yeah, like a job. I think he could be like a job.
Oh, then yeah, they need to trade him then. I mean,
Right, in the
he ain't
right
gonna never
situation.
he ain't gonna never become that with Cade Cunningham on the team.
Exactly. In the right situation, I think the the way they looking, bro, I feel like the Pistons should do what Jaden what the OKC did with Giddy. Because Giddy's been balling the last couple games. And I don't know. I just think Jaden can be more than what he is right now.
So you
Perfect.
can, but he still got to play with other superstars. So who would you like? You have him as sole point guard?
Yeah. Sole PG responsibilities.
Yeah, because he can't shoot. He's not a good. Well, he can shoot, but he's not a good 3-point shooter.
Yeah,
Like that
that's not his
catches.
game.
That's not his game.
You gonna have him play off the ball with Cade? Like
Yeah,
I think the lineup they got right now, this is what's working. Because think about it. If you have Jaden come back and he's now playing and who would come off the bench here? Would Thompson come off the bench?
or
Hardaway come off the bench?
yeah, Hardaway would come off the bench.
So now you got two non-shooters, Ivy and Thompson.
Yeah, but
This lineup.
yeah, you can't really do that. Not in the NBA now. You ain't going.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you're not. And Ivy is definitely not going off the bench. Yeah, you know what they probably that's probably what they would do. Probably end up trading him away because they realize his ceiling is probably is Ja's ceiling, which that's what he was compared to out of college.
Right.
So him getting traded away to a team like he'll be a sole point guard, he'll be able to flourish and do what he need to do. Hopefully become the more option. Um, yeah, I can see it. They're probably end up trading, and you might as well do it for the assets, like for future round picks. Like you might as well deepen your bench.
Right. Well, that's all the time we have today on this show. Um, be sure to tune in every week. We post on TikTok, Instagram, Threads, all platforms. Be sure to follow us. We appreciate y'all support. Catch y'all in the next video.
Oh, y'all.